It's week 3 of the NFL, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the Dolphins and the Bills on Thursday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to upstate New York and Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Good to be in the booth with Greg Olson. I'm Mike Tirico. Greg, this is a passing league. You know that from your days. It's evolved even more into a game in the air. And boy, do we have a couple of quarterbacks who know all about moving their team via the pass.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see this ball thrown early and often throughout the game. And anyone who loves offensive football, this is certainly a treat. And you said it, Mike. This league has turned more and more with each passing season into a passing league.
The veteran, Jason Sanders, ready to get us started. And off we go here on a Thursday night. This returnable from the 4. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Buffalo offense set to go to work for the first time. They'll be led by the big fella, 6'5" quarterback Josh Allen.
It's not often that you can win by multiple scores in the NFL, so you got to imagine they're coming into this week's game with a lot of confidence. They were able to put together a pretty well-rounded performance in all 3 phases last week. So, again, can they build off that? Can they continue to grow as an entire team? Because offense, defense, and solid contribution from their special teams, they showed last week, and going forward, this is going to be a hard team to beat.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now the first carry for the younger Cook brother. This is James Cook. And he will pick up a first down up to the 37-yard line.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Here's the first carry for the man from Kentucky, Ray Davis. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
The tight end, Kincaid, in motion. On first down, it's Allen. Yeah! And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Allen going to give it to Cook. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He'll try again here, 2nd and 10. From the gun, Josh Allen. That one's complete. It's Ray Davis. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Allen. He's got his man, that's Coleman. That's catch 3 just on this drop, and it gets his team a first down.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Moore going in motion. To throw again, it's Allen. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. And the Bills are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's Cook. Marked down at the 6. Here now, second down and goal.
At the Dolphins' 6-yard line.
Now a design run. It's Allen. He's going to force his way for a yard or 2, but looks like this one's going to be coming back. That's on the veteran, Dion Dawkins. A carry for Cook. And he'll take this to the 13. Good drive now faces a tough conversion. It is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Allen. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
The Miami offense will make their way onto the field, led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Tua Tagovailoa.
You just hope throughout your career, Mike, that you're not on the wrong end of too many games like last week. So many games in the NFL come down to 1 score. They're very close. And every once in a while, there are multiple score games where you just can't seem to keep it close. They've got to do a better job keeping pace early, get off to a faster start. They want to have a chance. Come the 4th quarter, this thing's within 1 score. They're going to feel a lot more comfortable this time around than where they were last week.
Westbrook Akine motioning here. Play action. Tagovailoa. He'll look deep. Left sideline.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
And he will take this one in. 80 yards. Touchdown, Miami. What a luxury to have in an offense, a tight end who can take it down the field like that and take it the distance. Shades of Greg Olsen back in the day.
Well, I appreciate that, Mike, but I think it's clear by now that we all know what's the most impactful position on offense. It's the tight end. And when you have a guy like this who can not only make those difficult catches underneath, but who can get down the field for these big plays, man, you got yourselves a weapon.
Makes the score Dolphins 7, Bills 0.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. On the return, it's Ty Johnson. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Allen going to get it out quickly to Coleman. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 27-yard line.
The tight end Kincaid in motion. They'll run right here with Cook.
Holding offense.
That's Palmer, the man in motion. From the gun, it's Allen. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
This has been a tough sequence right out of the jump. You work all week on your opening script, and they're usually the plays that you feel the best about to try to establish some sort of early rhythm, but through 2 plays, run and pass, all they've done is go backwards.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Here's Allen. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This is fielded well short of midfield. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. In motion, it's Waddle. Opening carry of the game for the speedster, Devon A-Chain. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. With that, I'll only give you a look at his numbers on the ground in last week's game. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Man in motion, heading left. On play action, it's Tagovailoa. He's going to keep it himself.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Oh, there's movement up front. That's going to make this 3rd down a lot tougher. So, instead of 3rd and short, it's now 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. That's caught. It's Westbrook-Akine. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
You just can't ask for better protection than that, especially on 3rd down. Clean pocket, tons of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. And at this level, if you give quarterbacks that amount of time, chances are they're going to find somebody downfield.
On 1st and 10, here's Tua. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Tua. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's in. Jonnu Smith. Touchdown, Dolphins. His 2nd catch of the game. And both have gone for touchdowns. What an opening quarter he is having. Greg, that is 2 touchdown receptions here in the 1st quarter.
Mike, all this guy has to do is keep this pace up, and he's going to have himself 8 touchdowns. But in all seriousness, if I'm this quarterback, I'm not looking anywhere else until this defense proves they have an answer. Because right now, they don't have one.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Johnson now to return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Bills offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. there you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. To throw is Allen. He's got the connection there. It's Joshua Palmer.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Allen gonna give this to Davis. And he's gonna have that first down across midfield and down to the 46-yard line. One quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. It's the Dolphins with the early lead. More after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. In motion, Shakir. Here's a handoff to Cook. He'll get this down to the 44, but that's about it. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 44-yard line.
They'll go play action here with Allen. And he's going to slide to a stop and avoid the contact. But since he started there, he's still shy of the first down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd and 1, it's Allen. He gets this complete to Shakir.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a first down.
That's Palmer, the man in motion. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're 2nd. Throwing now, Allen here on 1st down. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
And he's close to the first down. Gets 4 yards on the gain, but it will bring up 3rd down. Here's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Cook. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert on 3rd and 1.
I think if that rush would have failed, Mike, I think they would have had an interesting decision to make come 4th down, but that's all out the window now. Nice pickup, sets up 1st and goal.
That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. So the ball's still at the 8-yard line for 2nd down and goal. Now Allen. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now it's Allen. Now a loose football. But he'll gather it back in. Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times, and I'll tell you what, when that ball pops out of your hand, the only thing on your mind is there anything I can do to get it back? In this case, he was able to get it back, and he dodged a bullet.
So after the made field goal, Bass is back out there to kick it away. On the return, Malik Washington. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. From the gun, here's Tua. That's taken in by Achane. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle gets him down behind the line. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Tua going to give it to Achane. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Tua. He's going to look deep for Tyreek. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down. Punt team comes out. Dolphins going to kick it away. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. In motion, Shakir. They'll throw on first down with Allen. That's taken in by Shakir. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2.
The 47-yard line.
Allen. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire. So the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
And he'll fight forward for a couple of yards, but a flag is down, and the linemen are already walking back. So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. From the gun, Josh Allen. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play a man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
The Dolphins offense getting set to get back to work. They'll do so with 1st and 10. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
On the carry, here's Achane. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. To throw is Tua. That's taken in left side by Smith. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Here's 1st and 10. A play fake. Now, Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
They probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, the defense was all over him.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now Tua sending it deep for Waddle. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. 3rd and long. Tua gonna throw. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the first down. And here comes 4th down. They snap it to Tua. Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. And he's going to have a Dolphins first down. Well-designed play to pick up 16 and move the chains.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
In motion, it's Waddle. Play action. Tagovailoa. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Jalen Waddle, the intended target, and it'll lead to a 2nd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now, Tua. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
He's got it at the 7, and he will score. Nick Westbrook-Akine. Touchdown, Miami. That his first touchdown of the new year. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And that's not going to yield a whole lot. Up to about the 28-yard line. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. Back with more of this Thursday opener after this. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A gain there of 23 yards. Good for a Bills first down.
Mike, the defensive line rush plan is critical when you're playing quarterbacks like this. You have to keep him contained in the pocket, because the second he gets out of the pocket, we can see what happens.
Now Allen on first down. He gets this to the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Out of the gun, here's Allen. And that is incomplete.
the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Keon Coleman, the intended receiver. And it's going to lead to 4th down. So now they'll pitch it out here. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
And a great job here by the defense, being strong up inside, forcing the ball carrier to have to bounce this out towards the sideline, and he can't get the corner, and they come up with a huge 4th down stop.
Devon Achane ready to take the field with the rest of his Miami offensive teammates. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. A toss, left side, caught by his running back.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Here's Tagovailoa. That's caught left side. It's complete. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in the 2nd quarter. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Tua to throw again. A quick slant into the hands of Waddle. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. To the air again, Tagovailoa. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
He'll get this one complete to Brown. He's going to have the 1st down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. Throwing again, it's Tua. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Tua. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away. And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Now, on the return, he has lost the football. And this is taken in by the defense. So we've reached halftime here on our Thursday Nighter to start the new NFL week. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Greg in just a moment. But first, let's give everybody a look at what's coming up later this weekend around the NFL. Plenty of good games to choose from in that early window. We'll highlight the one down in Tampa, a big test for the Bucs at home as they'll square off against the New York Jets. Good games in the late afternoon as well, one being out in Santa Clara, where it'll be the 49ers taking on the Arizona Cardinals. And one more to highlight, a good one on Monday Night Football between the Detroit Lions and the Baltimore Ravens. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Washington now to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Now, Tua and the Miami offense head out for their next possession. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. In motion, it's Waddle. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. Out of the pistol, here's Tua. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards. It is 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Tua. Sending it deep for Waddle. That's hard. And they're not going to catch up to him. He will score. 75 yards. Touchdown, Miami. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins will extend this third quarter lead. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Johnson now to return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Bills offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. He did a good job of making one man miss, but could not get away from this defense in the end. It turns into a loss of yardage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
And it'll be a pickup of 3, so 3rd down forthcoming. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Allen. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The Bills bringing on their punting unit. And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down. The Dolphins offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. And as we look back at some of the highlights of this one, Greg, definitely a lot to show from the passing game.
Yeah, and as good as the offense feels about their passing game, I think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you've got a lot of learning to do because you just get burned time and time again. You'd think at some point you'd make an adjustment and make a correction. So at this point, they've given up 4 touchdown passes. You're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL giving up that production in one phase of the game.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Hill brought in motion. A run with the fullback, Ingold. Trying to use that big body to get the yardage, but he is stopped for no gain. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Throwing is Tua. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
A run out of the gun with Achane. And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2. Westbrook-Akine motioning here. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
He's going to have that first down, gain of 6, as they convert on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Dolphins.
They put the tight end Brown in motion. Quick throw, taken in, and they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal. Here's Achane. They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And that'll set up 2nd and goal. They'll motion the tight end Smith. Tagovailoa working out of the pistol. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there. And now 3rd and goal coming up. A shotgun snap for Tua. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Bills' offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. That's Palmer, the man in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Allen. They'll set up the screen to Cook. And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
At the 43-yard line.
A run up the middle with Cook. And he'll take this to about the 46-yard line. Jalen Ramsey up to make the play. 3rd and a yard.
It's 3rd and 1.
On 3rd down, they go with Cook. And he's got it. Good work there to take it to the 47 and set up 1st down.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
20-yard pickup there. 1st down, Buffalo.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. We've already picked up good yardage. We've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
The tight end, Kincaid, in motion. On 1st down, it's Allen. Looking middle, he's got it complete to Coleman. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Allen going to give it to Cook. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. On the zone read, a handoff here to Cook. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves 1st and goal.
And he's in. Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown, Buffalo. Tyler Bass now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Bills are able to edge a bit closer. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Washington now to return it. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense and Tua Tagovailoa making their way back out. And he's had it going in the 1st half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. On 1st down, here's Tagovailoa to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays. And
oh, they are on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. But this is taken in by a teammate.
sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sacked and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day.
And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front, because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll have more Thursday Night Football after this. 1st and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Cook. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, Josh Allen. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. 3rd down and 9.
And 9 yards to go.
That's Palmer, the man in motion. On 3rd down, it's Josh Allen. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The Bills bringing on the punt team. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. The Dolphins offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. They'll run this one straight ahead with Achane. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10.
At the 46-yard line.
Tua. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while, it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
Punt team headed out for the Dolphins. And that one had too much behind it. It's into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense and running back James Cook making their way out. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. Looking downfield for Coleman. That is caught! Beautiful catch on the sideline. He's inbounds, but there is a penalty flag down, and that might wipe away the game. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away and go down as an incompletion. To throw is Allen. He's got that complete to Knox. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down. Coming up.
Gain of 9 makes it 3rd and 11.
Out of the gun, here's Allen. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
This will be returned from the other side of midfield, and he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The visitors' offense ready to get back at it. They're looking to get back to their winning ways after the loss in Week 2. They'd go to 2-1 if they can hold on here. This drive starts with 1st and 10. And that'll be a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Once again, it's Achane. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. They need 8 as they come up for third down. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. That's caught on the right side by Waddle. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. Punt team out, ready to send this one away. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. That's over the middle to his tight end, Kincaid. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
That's Palmer, the man in motion. They'll throw on first down with Allen. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face second down and 7.
At the 35-yard line.
Now Miami going to use the second of their timeouts. Now it's Allen. That's complete to Coleman. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. In motion, Shakir. Throwing again, it's Allen. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket, nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're second. Off the play fake, here's Allen. He's got his tight end, Kincaid. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
What a luxury. There's certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
That's taken in by Shakir. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
As we pick up a 3, brings up second and 7 at the Dolphins' 35-yard line.
Now Allen. Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
On third down, it's Allen. Pass complete right side to Kincaid. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. The offense not coming off the field, and here's fourth down. Moore going in motion. Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. That That's brought in by the tight end, Knox.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
In motion, Shakir. Again, it's Allen to the air. This one complete to Palmer. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the fourth quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up on the line of scrimmage and try to score here now that it's first and goal.
To throw again, it's Allen. He'll find his running back, Cook. To the pylon, he's in. James Cook, touchdown, Bills. Touchdown here in the fourth quarter, Greg. They have a big mountain to climb, but at least they're technically still alive in this one.
And now, Mike, we're going to see them line up to go for two. They're going to see if they can get this lead down to 16 points and still give them a chance to fight back here late in the fourth quarter.
And that is incomplete. Two-point conversion attempt winds up being unsuccessful.
Mike, there's not a lot of ways to break this play down other than saying you get the wide open target, you have the play you want, you're aggressive going for two, you just got to catch the ball.
The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. On the ground is H.A. And he's not going to get away. They'll knock him back to his own territory. They get him on the other side of midfield.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
They'll stay on the ground with Achan. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down. A shotgun snap for Tua. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
The home team's offense ready to take over once more. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
Here's second and 9.
1 yard gain brings up second and 9.
They'll get up on it quickly and spike it with just a little over 50 seconds remaining to play. They need to get to the 29 here, facing third down. From the gun, it's Allen. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down. Special teams out to the field, ready for this punt. He'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. This will be returned from just beyond midfield, and he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do, and they look to finish it off here in the fourth. This might just wash away what was a subpar performance a week ago. So, a win here for the visiting Dolphins. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their two scheduled matchups. Have a chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. So, that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Buffalo.